Hey everybody, I want to share a story with you of something that just happened to me. Um, I was at a restaurant and I sat down and this man came up and tried to turn the fan on and I didn't want the fan on. So I made a gesture like, no, I don't think he spoke English. And he didn't turn the fan on and he sat down. A little bit later, I noticed him kind of behind me, and my mind started judging him and making up stories. And just like maybe he's mad that I didn't want him to turn the fan on. And a little bit later, he was up at the front desk of the restaurant, and then he was looking at my table and gesturing to my table, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is wrong with this guy? He must be complaining about me about the fan, that I didn't want the fan on, or what's his problem with me?" And I had an emotional reaction inside about that. And I just was like, what's his damn problem? There was a part of my mind that said that. And then he left, whatever, nothing else more about that. And I went up then later to pay my bill. And the woman at the desk said, "Oh, that man that was here earlier, he was looking at your food because he was so interested in it. And he was asking what you ordered because he wants to order it for himself next time." And I was like, wow, isn't it interesting that my mind made up this negative story, judged the shit out of him, thought he was complaining about me, and turns out it had nothing to do with me, and he was just wanting to know what my food was so that he could order it again when he came back. And I told the lady, I said, "Oh, I thought he didn't like me. I thought he was mad that I didn't want the fan on." And she said, "No, he saw all your food on the table and wanted to know what your dish was." And right there is the lesson of our minds make up the meaning of what we see through our perceptions. My mind made up a story, not a very nice one, about what was happening, and it was totally false and wrong. It was totally untrue. It was not grounded in reality at all. Now, it would be very easy for me to then judge myself that I judged him and made up this shit story. But I've done hopefully a little bit of enough work on myself to where I just noticed, and instead of then judging myself, I just was like, wow, isn't this interesting? What a great lesson this is. And then I can apply compassionate self-forgiveness to myself around that, forgiving myself for my judgment and letting myself off the hook. So let me know how this helped you. Share in the comments, and I'll see you soon.